When the world seemed to stop, we carry on, continue to dream and create. We don't just work with what we know. We innovate to adapt, so you can drive your career forward. We don't just make you feel welcome. We provide everyone an equal opportunity to succeed. We don't stop at just enough. We go extra to care and provide, so you can brave the world safely. Times aren't the same, but we've always been different. We are concentrics. We dream different. We create different. We embrace different.
There are 3 easy steps in creating your resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz .jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply. If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
Welcome to the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, the country's first Polytechnic U. PUP is a state-run university governed by Republic Act 8292, known as the Higher Education Modernization Act of 1997, and its implementing rules and regulations contained in the Commission on Higher Education Memorandum Circular No. 4, Series of 1997. It is home to more than 70,000 students, making it the largest state university in the Philippines in terms of student population. It is the university's commitment to give qualified and talented students access to quality and responsive education to aid them in the achievement of their dreams and the improvement of their lives. True to its commitment of making education accessible to all, the university has strategically established campuses and branches all over Luzon. PUP boasts of its roster of 1,483 full-time and part-time faculty members and 707 administrative employees. The faculty and employees perform the collective goal of training, servicing, and supporting the university's stakeholders. From its humble beginnings in 1904, PUP was originally established as the Manila Business School, primarily for the training of personnel for government service and to provide skills needed for private employment. 4 years later, the Manila Business School was renamed Philippine School of Commerce, or PSC, and merged with the Philippine Normal School from 1933 to 1946. Through the virtue of Republic Act 778, PSC was renamed the Philippine College of Commerce, or PCC, in 1952. In April 1, 1978, PCC was converted into a chartered state university now known as the Polytechnic University of the Philippines by virtue of Presidential Decree No. 1341 issued by the President of the Republic of the Philippines. PUP truly has come a long way from a business school to a premier polytechnic university, the very first in the country. Every year, around 50,000 graduating high school students, mostly from economically challenged families, take the Polytechnic University of the Philippines College Entrance Test, or PUP set, and hope to become one of the 10,000 who will be given a chance to be new PUPians. At present, the university offers more than 80 programs in the graduate and undergraduate levels, with its strategic direction of making the colleges vertically articulated. Graduate School, College of Accountancy and Finance, College of Arts and Letters, College of Architecture and Fine Arts, College of Business Administration, College of Communication, College of Computer and Information Sciences, College of Education, College of Engineering, College of Law, College of Political Science and Public Administration, College of Social Sciences and Development, College of Science, College of Tourism, Hospitality and Transportation Management, College of Human Kinetics, Institute of Technology. PUP further strengthens its open university system through expanded tertiary education equivalency and accreditation program and the non-traditional system program. It caters to borderless educational system that aims to reach many learners as possible. For more than a century of existence, countless outstanding achievements have raised PUP to the level of a national comprehensive university. With the vision to transform the university into an epistemic community, PUP subscribes to the idea that a university should have an extensive research and extension development culture. Proof to this are numerous research undertakings of the university. Each year, PUP surpasses national passing rate in licensure examinations and ranks among the top in different academic disciplines. Has also institutionalized academic exchange and international cooperation with various countries all over the world through its Office of International Affairs. Today, PUP is relishing its successes, and its students are enjoying unprecedented academic opportunities, an enhanced campus environment, upgraded colleges, state-of-the-art technology, and nationally and internationally recognized programs. It has gone far from what it was more than a century ago. This is mainly due to the support given by the government, the PUP community, and its benefactors. With the combined efforts, PUP will continue to be a partner in nation building and in poverty alleviation for the marginalized sector of the society with quality, responsive, and relevant education as a tool. PUP, the country's first polytechnic youth.
Allow me to share with you my vision for the university. I envision PUP to become the pioneering and leading national polytechnic university in the 21st century. With a National Polytechnic University status, it will bring more opportunities for the university to further strengthen its academic programs and improve organizational performance as an institution for higher education. In pursuit for this vision, my mission for PUP is for it to recognize its catalytic role for national development. PUP will ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities through a re-engineered polytechnic education. By re-engineering, we look into the existing processes and programs in order to achieve higher quality of academic programs and services following the principles of effectiveness and efficiency. With this mission in mind, I have formulated 10 pillars as my reform agenda for the university. Pillar 1. Dynamic, transformational, and responsible leadership. Empower academic and administrators by following the core principles of good governance to create collective growth and unity. Here I would like to highlight an innovation by introducing the development of an integrity management plan to assess, plan, and implement anti-corruption strategies that will secure the institution against corruption and abuse. Likewise, asset management and resource generation will be aggressively pursued to ensure productivity and finance the implementation of the plans and projects for the university. Pillar 2. Responsive and innovative curricula and instruction. We aim to provide world-class polytechnic education that responds to national and global needs by developing intellectually challenging curricula and design academic programs that are based on industry demands to provide the learners with adequate and relevant competencies and skills and prepare them for a successful and rewarding careers. In a rapidly changing world, we recognize the paradigm shift in curriculum to outcome-based education with lifelong learning approach. Pillar 2 also sits on the framework of internationalization of Philippine higher education through transnational education by promoting academic mobility among faculty and students and global dimension into the curricula and teaching process. Pillar 3. Enabling and productive learning environment. Following education in Industry 4.0, we aim to increase and enhance the use of new technology to enable student learning and engagement, as well as advanced teaching process and methodology through new and state-of-the-art facilities that will support the overall learning and teaching experience in the university. Pillar 3 likewise includes campus development and the provision of conducive learning centers and facilities for students and faculty. Pillar 4. Holistic student development and engagement. We will empower students as well as rounded learners and active young leaders as we open opportunities for various academic mobility and venues for honing skills and personal development, being the principal stakeholder of the university. Recognize academic freedom as a form of self-expression and a platform to showcase students' intellect, skills, and creativity. Pillar 5. Empowered faculty members and employees. Likewise, we are looking into the holistic development of our faculty and employees as productive, competent, and experts in their respective fields. We will encourage our faculty roster through formal education, capacity building, research and extension initiatives, faculty immersion, and other academic engagements, both local and abroad. We will ensure that both our faculty and employees will have a vibrant career development path as public servants in this state university. Pillar 6. Vigorous research production and utilization. We will continue to strengthen the research culture in the university by promoting discovery and innovation through increasing disciplinary and collaborative research integration across academic disciplines to create new knowledge utilize research findings, and develop innovative products. Pillar 7. Global Academic Standards and Excellence. Achieve the highest levels of recognition in quality and compliance standards from CHED, AACUP, and other international accrediting and regulatory bodies for higher education. We will intensify our efforts to achieve and sustain better academic performance and continue to excel as a top-performing school in various professional licensure examinations and produce board top-notchers, as well as sustain our status of being the most preferred graduates of employers. Likewise, we aim to establish and to be recognized as centers of development and excellence in our academic programs. Pillar 8. Synergistic, productive strategic networks and partnerships. Synergize and forge strategic linkages and partnerships across all sectors of society and the global community in line with the overall plans and programs of the university. Establish alliance with the government, industry sector, NGOs, and the academe will lead to resource sharing, program support, and research collaborations beneficial for all. Pillar 9. Active and sustained stakeholders engagement. Harness a healthy and harmonious organization by empowering all its stakeholders, both internal and external, through open communication networks, consultative and participative undertakings, and team-building activities, recognizing that all stakeholders can greatly contribute towards the betterment of the university. Pillar 10. Sustainable social development programs and projects. Expand access to education, knowledge building, and information dissemination through sharing of expertise and resources for community development. Support inclusivity approach in education by embarking on Education on Wheels, which aims to bring access to education closer to communities, following the principle of no one will be left behind. As the University of the People, we should bring the university closer to their hearts to serve their needs and extend assistance in mainstreaming public service. Our institution must continue to stand as one for the values that we have inculcated. For the past 115 years, we have exemplified our quest for truth, excellence, equity, relevance, effectiveness, integrity, and academic freedom. Lastly, I call upon each and everyone to join me in this journey. Together we stand as one para sa sintang paaralan para sa ating bayan.
Hi schoolmates! Ako si Sir Dennis ang makakasama ninyo dito sa inyong paboritong online tambayan kung saan tampok ang mga nakaka-proud at huwarang PUPians. Muli, samahan niyo akong maghatid ng kaalaman and everything you have to know dito lamang sa pinakausap-usapan sa pamantasan. Ba yan? Nung last episode, dalawa lang kami. Ngayon, mag-isa ko na lang. Bakit mag-isa ko na lang? Pero alam nyo, meron ako nalaman eh. Ha? Meron daw isang estudyante na nangahas na gusto daw ako makasama ngayong episode na ito. Ang pangalan yata niya ay Eric, no? Pero nasa labas si Eric. Kasi tawagan ko. Wait lang. Ito, nako. Ito, wait lang. Ay, wait lang. Pindutin ko muna pala. Ayan. Wait lang, ayan. Nako, saan na nga ba itong si Eric na to? Ringing.
Hello?
Oh, hi Eric!
Sir Dennis?
Oo, si Sir Dennis nga to. Balita ko, ikaw daw yung makakasama ko ngayong episode na to. Nasaan ka na, anak?
Papunta na po, pasensya na po.
Okay, sige ha. Antayin kita, okay?
Sige po.
Paparating na daw. Oh! Ikaw ba si Eric? Hi!
Eric nga po pala sir.
Eric
Matic.
Eric Mati? Oh my...
Sir, Eric Matik. Eric Matic.
Matic pala. Ay, ka nga bubukan. Minsan kasi talaga yung tenga ko rin natin. Matic pala, oo. Eric Matic. O, ano bang bata ka? Ba't parang hapos na hapos ka naman? Saka
Sobra, sir.
parang ang dami mong dala, Eric. Ano bang nangyari?
Ito na nga po, sir.
Oo.
May sinut kami kanina.
Talaga?
Interview namin siya.
Mm.
Grabe, sir. Sobrang husay. Grabe.
Ay, nako. Speaking of husay, for sure PUP yan na naman yan.
Siyempre, sir. Isa
Galing
lang
talaga
naman siya sa most outstanding student sa
Talaga?
buong Pilipinas.
Buong Pilipinas!
At ito pa, sir.
Akalain,
Ito
ano pa?
Consistent horror student daw.
Horror?
Ay,
Horror?
honor student ng
liwanagin.
batch 2018.
Honor student?
Siyempre, pag ganun, sir,
Oo.
matik na, di ba?
Oo.
Usually, valedictorian na siya.
Yeah, tama. Posibleng ganun. Pero sino nga ba itong nung tinutukoy mong yan?
Panoorin niyo po, ito na, sir.
Yes.
Humandang ma-inspire sa kanyang kwento ng sipag at talino. Ipinapakilala si Romeo Latoza Jr. dito sa
Tatak PUP yan!
I'm Romeo B. Latoza Jr. I'm 20 years old. I'm a graduate of the Bachelor of Arts in English degree from the College of Arts and Letters, batch 2018. Memorable siya because you will face or you will earn lots of things along the way. Marami akong beses na nabigo. Like, for example, nabigo sa pagkuha ng goal for that sem, or nabigo sa pagkuha ng award na yun, or like nabigo sa pagtapos ng project or whatnot. PUP helped me in a way that the values I was able to demonstrate or exercise in achieving those goals, PUP is the one who made me earn it. Like yung value of patience, yung value of resiliency, yung value of being resourceful, yung value of being humble. My dream talaga kasi is to become a PhD. I really want to become a doctor someday. I really want also to get promoted sa work. So I just want to be happy. Yun lang. The things you will learn inside PUP, you would already use it, or it's something that you can really use once you step out of the outside world. So always be resilient, always be patient, always be thankful, and remember, the journey might be difficult, but trust me, the reward that will wait for you at the end is really something worth it. Ako si Romeo B. Latoza Jr., 3-time national top 10 best judge of the Philippines, magna cum laude and top 4 class valedictorian of PUP class of 2018, and isa sa mga top 10 regional awardees ng 57th Search for 10 Outstanding Students of the Philippines, Tatak PUP yan.
Wow, talagang umaangat ang mga PUP-yan sa iba't ibang larangan, di ba? O at alam mo ba, tatak na talaga natin mga PUP-yan ng talino at galing.
Siyempre, sir, kagaya na lang namin mga taga-COC.
Oh, talaga?
Kilala kami maging bida pagdating sa media.
Ay, gusto ko yan. Sige nga, matry nga natin. Paano? Sige nga, pakita mo nga.
Yan lang pala eh.
O ba? Makapaghanda talaga. O, sige.
What's up, PUP yan? Ako nga para si Eric. Eric Matic, ang inyong school buddy para sa pinakausap-usapan sa pamantasan.
Wow, naman! Galing! Pwede ka na maging director.
Sir,
Ano?
host, si sir talaga pala biro. Maging host po yung
Ay, host ba? Siyempre, joke lang yun, Eric. Alam mo naman, pag tatak PUP yan, mahusay.
Siyempre naman, kagaya ko na lang po sir, pagkatapos na ito, didiretso na po ako ng asmin.
Yan, very
Sa makeup
good.
class ko po.
Oo.
Kaso sir,
Ano?
saan po yung asmin?
Ayan na nga ba sinasabi ko. Hasmin lang, di mo pa alam.
Hindi
Ilang buwan ka na dito sa PUP
Sir,
ngayon.
saan po talaga?
Di mo alam
Hindi
kung
talaga.
saan yung...
Sabi po kasi nila,
Oh.
pag galing po dito sa main,
Mm.
sasakay pa ako ng isang tricycle.
Okay.
Nandun daw po yung graduate school, tsaka
Yes.
yung College of Tourism,
Mhm.
Hospitality, Transportation and Management.
Ay, ang galing mo doon. Okay.
Kabisado ko.
Tumpak ka dyan, Eric. Kaya naman, para sagutin ang iyong katanungan tungkol dyan,
Yun.
para matagpuan o makita kung saan nga ba ang iba't ibang colleges dito sa PUP Main,
Yun.
panoorin mo doon.
Thank you, sir.
Para sa ating question for this episode, saan nga ba matatagpuan ang iba't ibang colleges dito sa main campus? First off, ang tahanan ng mga eskolar ng bayan, ang PUP Main Campus. Kilala na ang PUP Santa Mesa bilang main campus ng buong PUP community. Dito nagsimulang itinatag ang lahat ng colleges, buildings, and libraries bago pa man ito nagkaroon ng iba't ibang branches sa iba't ibang lugar. Kung nagtataka kayo kung nasaan ang iba nating mga schoolmates, we are here to find out. One tricycle away from PUP Main ang building ng COC, College of Communication. Dito ang tahanan ng ating mga schoolmates na talaga nga namang kilala na sa pagiging bida sa media. Dito rin natin matatagpuan ng PUP Theater, kung saan ginaganap ang mga theater plays and events para sa ating mga scholar ng bayan. Next stop from COC ay ang SEA, College of Engineering and Architecture. Ang building na ito ay binubuo ng dalawang colleges, ang CAFA, College of Architecture and Fine Arts, at CE, College of Engineering. Dito nagmumula ang mga magagaling nating mga schoolmates na talaga nga namang pambato pagdating sa mga licensure exams. Konting kembot lang from SEA ay mapapadpad na kayo sa Condotel. Dito naman nalalagi ang ilan sa ating mga PUPian senior high school students. Matatagpuan sa kalye ng Pureza ang PUP iTech, na tahanan ng mga PUPians na kumuha ng ladderized programs o 3-year degree programs. Ang ating last stop ay walang iba kundi ang MH Del Pilar Campus na kilala rin sa tawag na Hasmin Hostel ng ating mga schoolmates. Dito matatagpuan ang graduate school at mga kapwa nating isko at iska sa College of Tourism, Hospitality, and Transportation Management.
Ayun naman pala.
Yes,
Naku,
diba?
may share ko nga yan, sir, sa mga classmates ko. Para di na kami maligaw dito.
Tama, Eric. At saka syempre, para ma-familiarize na rin sila kung saan mga ba yung iba't ibang colleges na nabanggit, di ba?
Tama, sir. Tama. Maraming salamat po talaga, sir.
Yes. Naku, pero Eric ha, baka mamaya pagpunta mo doon, hindi ka na bumalik dito sa main.
Bakit naman po?
Syempre, ano yun? College of Tourism, Hospitality, and Transportation Management.
Hospitality?
Oh. Yun, hospitality.
Hospitality!
Oo.
Sa sobrang hospitable nila, sir.
Yun nga.
Baka magpa-ship na ako ng course.
Yun, nako, baka mapaship ka bigla. Nako, Eric, wag mo akong binibiro-biro dyan. Pero maraming, aside from that, alam mo ba, na marami ring mga nagagandahan at nagagapuhan daw dyan sa mga schoolmates natin.
Siyempre naman, sir. Lalayo ka pa ba?
Oh.
Tabi muna.
Doon nga sa HTM.
Kala ko dito. At kung nagagandahan naman, itong org na to,
Yes.
ganda,
Oh,
talino,
oh.
tapang ang mayroon sila, sir.
Ay, that's very interesting. Parang feeling ko kilala ko yan eh.
Abay, kilala talaga sila, sir. At para mas makilala pa sila ng ating mga schoolmates,
Ito na nga, Eric, kilalanin na natin ang natatanging pambansang demokratikong organisasyong pangkababaihan dito sa Orgaling!
Hi schoolmates! Ako si Maya, Secretary General ng Gabriela Youth PUP, ang natatanging pambansang demokratikong organisasyon pangkababaihan sa loob ng campus. Gabriela Youth, also known as GY, is a nationwide mass organization of young girls from various colleges and universities. It aims to instill awareness among students, especially women, about women's rights and their significant role in the ancient struggle for genuine freedom and democracy.
For the annual activities ng Gabriela Youth, meron kami gagawin ng monologue, tutong eskwela, masalang regalo, Dingap Gabriela at Bruto. Yung masalang regalo, dahil nga masalang siya, nangalap kami ng mga donation, kahit hindi tulad ng sanitary napkin, tissue, feminine wash, na binibigay namin dun sa mga kababaihan.
Tuwing February 14, merong activity na ginagawa ang Gabriela kasama ang 1 billion rising para wakasan ang karahasan laban sa kababaihan. Ang protesta dito ay nasa forma ng pagsasayaw para tumindig sa pang-aabuso at iba't ibang forma ng karahasan. Nung nakaraan lamang, ang tema ng 1 billion rising ay Rise, Resist, Unite.
Gabriela Youth also launches campaigns and activities that will uphold the democratic rights of women inside and outside the campus. Meron kaming tinatawag na Girl Talk at tungkol pa rito, naglulunsad din kami ng mga orientation, focus group discussion, forum and conference na kung saan nagbibigay kami ng educational discussions tulad na lamang ng violence against women and basic women's orientation. Ang hinihikayat lahat ng biktima ng violence against women, kabataan, kababaihan na magsalita hinggil sa kanilang masamang nakaraan. At para sa mas mabilis na access ng pagsusumbong, inaanyayahan din namin ang lahat na i-like at i-share ang page ni Gabby, ang Gabriela
anti-sexual harassment chatbot.
Grabe! Tunay nga nakakahanga, di ba? Nakakahanga ang mga layunin at mga nagawa ng Gabriela Yu.
Siyempre sir, totoo po yan. Kaya dahil dyan, bigyan naman natin sila ng isang masindyado. Palakpakan!
At ito ha, believe din talaga ako sa dedikasyon ng mga kabataang ito. Dito mo talaga mapapatunayan, Eric, na ang kabataan
ay ang pag-asa ng bayan.
Yes! Tama naman!
Kaya sa aking kapwa schoolmates, sana patuloy nating ipaglaban ang gender equality at women's rights.
Correct ka dyan, Eric. At alam mo ba, in fairness din naman sa'yo, Eric, ha, na ilaban mo ang pag-host mo dito sa pinag-usap-usapan sa pamantasan. Laban lang, di ba?
Siyempre naman, sir. Gusto ko po talaga to. Tsaka isa pa, Lodi po kita dito.
Ay, nambola ka ba naman talaga? Nambola
Lodi
ka
kita,
pa.
sir, Lodi. Pero sir, in all seriousness po,
Wow.
marami pong salamat. Napakalaking opportunity po nito.
Wow.
And nakaka-inspire po talaga.
Wow, speaking of inspire, sana Eric, no, hindi lang ikaw yung na-inspire, kundi na-inspire din natin yung ating mga schoolmates sa mga napag-usapan natin kanina, mga kwentong nakakabilib ng ating mga PUP yan.
Hindi lang na-inspire, sir.
Yes!
Nasagot din natin ang ilang sa mga katanungan ng ating kapwa schoolmates.
Correct! Kaya naman, abangan ang iba pang mga susunod na episode, schoolmates, para maging updated sa mga usap-usapan. At syempre, para malaman din natin kung nakapasa nga ba sa audition si Eric by following our social media account.
For Facebook, hanapin lang ang PUP Create TV and follow us on Twitter at PUP TV.
Yes, and guys, you know the drill. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at PUP Create TV. Di ba? O siya, mga schoolmates, hanggang sa susunod na usapan dito sa inyong paboritong online tambayan, ito ang Pinakausap-usapan sa Pamantasan! Galing ito lang yan. Kasi kumakarin. Come on! Nawala na. Sorry.
Eric Matic.
Emerson is a global technology and engineering leader. We operate in over 150 countries. We are 110,000 employees worldwide. And here in the Philippines, we have over 2,000 employees.
My name is Nikki Florento. I'm from Dell Philippines. I'm handling the university relations and services hiring.
Pag-asa Steel supplies concrete reinforcing bars to the Philippines' booming construction industry. We have been the leading supplier of quality steel bars for the past 52 years.
EGS is an Alorica company. It is one of the fastest growing BPO companies in the Philippines right now.
I'm Cecil Venancio and I'm Branding and Communications Director of Sykes Asia.
We don't decide whether you're from a top-tier university or a state university. We decide based on our assessments that includes exams and interviews. Having said that, a lot of Dell's workforce in the Philippines are from PUP.
55 to 80 hires annually, those coming from PUP alone. And as a matter of fact, 14 of the homegrown employees who started from staff and supervisor have been promoted.
Currently, we have 13 employees from the PUP. They're working in a different field, so most of them are an engineer, some are in sales, most of them are in the higher position.
There's a huge pool of students that we can really harvest from, and we know the reputation that they bring. So we're glad that we have a university like PUP that we can rely on for our future employees.
I love the graduates of PUP. They're not only fun to work with, but you can rely on them. They are very, very dependable.
PUP graduates are an exact match and fit to Pag-asa Steel's mission and vision.
The reason why we prefer the PUP graduates is the fact that we noticed that they have a common denominator, very hardworking. see whatever happens, they'd still work. Even if it's raining, they'd still come to work. You give them additional tasks, they'd accept. They are resilient.
Very passionate aside from being resilient, because we can see that they're very dedicated with their job, and we've seen a lot of PUP graduates not just in one department.
They turn out to adapt very well and adjust well to our company here in the Philippines. They're productive employees and they stay with us for a long time.
Out sa PUP graduate is their loyalty sa company.
Integrity and ethics, drive for results, intellectual capacity, and adaptability. So when we hire PUPians, they have this kind of competencies.
Of course, they're very intelligent people, responsible. Responsible in a sense because whenever we meet these graduates and we ask them what are their future plans, they would always come up with answers like helping out their family, or because I'm done with school, I'll help out another sibling. So you would know already that these kids, even before they actually embark on certain work, they already have goals in mind. They're not maarte, no? Whatever you give them, they know that if it's for the purpose of the job, they will do it. And so they have, they're the ones that survive the challenges of work. They don't shirk away from responsibilities. They're the type who, whatever the job requires, they're up for the challenge.
PUPians enable people everywhere to grow and thrive.
PUP is one of the pillars of the nation because it is an institution that provides good graduates, people who really contribute to the success of the community or to the success of the country.
To all the people associated with PUP, if you're a graduate, congratulations, and you should be proud of yourselves. For those of you that are students, please continue the tradition, the proud legacy that your school has. Some of you, PUP, you work for us now. We appreciate you. We know you're good employees. For those of you that might work for us in the future, please consider us. We'd love to have you. We know that you make a great employee for Emerson.
PUPians, bring everything you are. If you have big ideas, let's talk. Come work where passion meets possibility. You can visit jobs.del.com for opportunities.
To pursue your dreams and work hard for whatever endeavor you will choose. And in the event that you will choose to apply in one of the fastest BPO companies in the Philippines, I would like to invite you to apply in EGS, an Alorica company, because our doors are open for all of you.
To all the PUPians, let's create a science of smile together.
SMART is very happy to have PUP graduates now enjoying their career and let them live more.
Hashtag Sites to PUP. We will support you in more ways than one.
Tara na, maging magkasama na tayo. Mabuhay ang PUP.
Noon pa man, malaki na ang naging bahagi ng mga kababaihan sa lipunang Pilipino. Kaisa sila sa marubdob na paghahangad ng kalayaan ng ating lahi. Kabilang sila sa paglinang ng ating makulay na sining at mayamang kultura. Kasapi sila sa pagtataguyod ng mga adhikain ng kapwa mamamayan at sa pagtugon sa mga pangangailangan ng lipunan. Katuwang sila sa pagtuklas sa mga larangan ng agham at medisina. Kapanalig sila sa pagpapairal ng batas, karapatan at katarungan para sa lahat. Kabahagi sila sa paglilingkod sa bayan at sa pagpapanatili ng demokrasyang Pilipino. Sa paglipas ng panahon, hindi nagmaliw ang kanilang pag-ibig sa ating inang bayan. Mga kababayan, ito ang alay ng mga kababaihang Pilipino para sa bayan. Tumayo po tayong lahat at sabay-sabay nating awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dilim mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, gulatan ng pag-ibig, sa manlulupin, di ka masisingil, sa lahat ng lubog, sa sigat at sa langit mong babang, may ginatang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isang ng patawad mo'y talumpay na naglilingin, ang bituin at araw na kailan pa malimasin. Lumay ang araw ng 100% buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang higaya ng pagpay makakamit, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Hi, I'm Engineer Florinda H. Oquindo, Director of the Alumni Relations and Career Development Office. The role of our office is to keep connections among students and alumni, provides complete range of services to students, alumni, and employers in the area of career development, graduates and professional schools preparations, employee relations, and campus recruitment. We also provide alumni and students with the tools and resources to help find success in all professional endeavors. To all freshmen, please come and visit us. Our office is located at N209 North Wing, 2nd floor.
Good morning, PUPian. So it's a rainy morning for all of us. So I hope everyone is safe and at the same time, everyone is healthy. So keep your body healthy at lalo na sa panahon ngayon na medyo maulan. So in behalf of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office, I'm Professor Jane S. Pulma. Welcome to the 2021 Career Development Seminar of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office. So, career management is one of the tasks of our office to which you are expected to gain the maximum success and happiness in your work and at the same time in achieving and choosing your career and improving your skills and advancing in your career path. So, it is a long life process of learning and decision making that bring you closer to your ideal job, skill set, and lifestyle. So, guys, let me help you. And I want to thanks the industry partner who are with us today, the Accenture, Terra System, Haiti Philippines, Jobs180.com, and Concentric. So we do have one whole day event for today. So on this morning's event, we'll be having two industry partners to discuss about interview tips and preparing internship interview, letter of intent, cover letter, resume for interns, especially third year po ang nakaschedule ngayon. And please also be guided that we are currently on live stream or on our PUP Career Center official Facebook. So guys, please like and follow us on our FB page. Okay, so without any further ado, let me call on Engineer Florinda H. Ruquindo, Assistant Vice President for Students Affairs and Services, to give us her welcome remarks.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. So every year, the Alumni Relations and Career Development Office of the Polytechnic University of the Philippines holds career talks in order to disseminate information and services to PUP students and alumni. To all participants gracing this event, again, good morning. It is always a privilege to speak right in front of you that despite of the present situation, you find ample time to participate in this career talk. So this event is a prime opportunity for our students to scout for possible employers in the near future. So we have representatives from different industry partners. So we have from Accenture Incorporated. We have from Terra Systems Incorporated. We also have Hilti Philippines. We also have jobs180.com. And then we also have Concentrix. So the Career Talk is a high time wherein students can participate and have a chance to lend their ears from the talks of our speakers that represent prestigious organizations. This is also one of the ways wherein the Alumni Relations and Career Development Office can assist students and alumni in pursuit of their goals in life. So this event is a sort of encouragement for our students to establish their paths towards a successful and comfortable life and discern on what career they are going to pursue. So let us listen from the talks of all our speakers. With that, allow me to greet you once again a pleasant morning and a fruitful day for all of us. Thank you very much.
Okay, maraming salamat, Engineer Florinda Oquindo. So guys, without any further ado, siguro let me do a little housekeeping or our virtual etiquette for this webinar. Okay, this webinar is composed of two sessions or two topics. So first, for our Zoom participants, we do have Zoom participants be interacting with us via Zoom, and the other one is our stream participants who will be interacting with us via our Facebook page. So guys, wag niyong kakalimutan. So please like and follow us on our official FB page. Okay, for our Zoom participants, so please remember to keep your microphone mute while this webinar is ongoing. So we do appreciate that your camera had been turned off to save, at least to save your data consumption. And at the same time, please remember that this webinar is on live stream. So during the Q&A portion, you can raise your hand so we can unmute you and you can open your camera to interact with our speaker. So you can also use the Zoom chat to raise any questions after the webinar proper. For our stream participants, you may use the comment section for your question. Please introduce yourself with your name, course, and section, and we'll be monitoring and including those questions during the webinar, and it will be addressed on the Q&A portion. For everyone, please make sure that you had accomplished the evaluation form flashed at the Zoom chat and the comment section of our stream at the end of the session. Your digital certificate will be released 2 to 3 weeks after the conduct and given to those who attended, participated, and accomplished the evaluation form given at the end of the session. Please be reminded that this form is only accessible 6 hours after the webinar. Okay? So, without any further ado, alam kong handa na kayo kahit medyo maulan yan at makulimlim ang langit. Sana bigyan tayo ng magandang internet para matuto sa ating mga speaker for today. So our first industry speaker is from one of the leading, not just a BPO or industry in the Philippines. To discuss about interview tips, please watch first the AVP of Accenture Philippines. Wait. Ito tayo eh. Okay, our speaker is an experienced human resource for almost 6 years, end-to-end recruitment, onboarding, and administrative experience, supporting a high volume of hirings or leads. So she is a highly creative individual who possesses bachelor's degree in human resource management from the LaSalle University College of St. Benil. So without any guys, let's welcome Ms. Ria May Kimpo, TFS Analyst of Accenture Philippines. You can take the floor, Ma'am Ria.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, guys, so can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Naririnig po namin kayo, ma'am.
Right, maraming salamat. Magandang umaga, Sintang Paaralan. Magandang umaga, Polytechnic University of the Philippines students. So, a rainy morning to everyone. So, let me share my screen with you. Let me know if visible na sa inyo. All right? For a while lang.
Nakakatakot kung buhay sa pamilya ni Mayang Pota. Bakit? Wala niya umuusarap ng tao. Ano yung ubo?
Carlo, may hindi naka-mute. Hello, ma'am. Pasensya na. Mukhang may nakalimutan lang mag-unmute.
It's okay. For a while. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Sintang Paaralan. So I'm Rhea, your facilitator for this morning. So right now, this will be our house rules for this morning. So I need everyone to stay focused, stay on mute unless you have an urgent item to raise. Use the video option when possible, and if it's allowed to your bandwidth, to your connection. Number third would be feel free to excuse yourself when stepping away. So you just type in the comment box section the BRB, and if you come back, you just write also I'm here or present, okay? And then please type in your questions in the chat box. And lastly, raise a hand in the chat box to call our attention, okay? So this will be our house rules for this morning, okay? Okay, so we have 4 agendas today. that I'm going to share to everyone. Agenda 1 will be the introduction to S2S Academy, acing your interview, the Agenda 2. Agenda 3 would be creating your resume, and 4 would be Q&A and wrap up. Okay, so let me start with the Skill to Succeed Academy. So this is the S2S Academy, okay? So basically, these are the Skills to Succeed Academy offers 36 bite-sized interactive module to pick and mix from preparing learners. So this will be the right um, app then, okay, to choose the right career for you, to finding a job and succeeding at work, okay? So if you want to take a module now, so this is the link, okay? So basically, this app kasi or the Skill to Succeed Academy helps you, okay, to choosing the right career for you, okay? So this will help you also. And then agenda 2, acing your interview. So prepare, prepare, prepare. So before you present yourself, okay, you need to prepare. So what are the things that you need to prepare, okay? So acing your interview. So I know everyone here is a third year students, and then 1 year na lang, okay? So you'll be graduating soon and you'll find a work to the corporate world. So welcome to the corporate world. By then, you need to prepare yourself. You need to compose yourself. Okay, so number 1, prepare the common interview questions. So the interviewer will ask you, tell about yourself. Okay, so structure your answer this way. Precisely, have a short discussion, brief interview ready in your mind. Okay, and then end with asking the interview if they'd like you to expand anything. So if you want to tell about yourself, don't forget that it should be precise and then it short discussion about yourself. Okay, so kindly tell about your professional skills, expertise. Number 2, why do you want to work for this company? So you must pick 2 points that you like about the company, the core values, the organizational values of the company. Why do you want to be part of that company? So you need to choose. Bakit? Bakit nyo gustong makasama doon sa company, di ba? Right now, if you are choosing a school, di ba? Mag-iisip ka, why do I want to be part of this school? Same with after you graduate, why do I want to be part of this company? So ano nga ba yung meron dito sa company na to at bakit ko gustong makasama dito sa organization na ito? Okay? So number 2, bullet number 2, don't forget to research about the company. The interviewer will ask you, do you know about the company? Discuss a little background about the company. So don't forget to research about the company. Number 1 rule yun, okay? So you do research, a background of the company, so you have idea or overview about the company, okay? Say what you want to work for this firm over the competitor. Why do you want to be part of this company? So maraming competitor, okay? So there are a lot of companies, okay? Company X, Company Y, Company Z. And why do you want to be part of Company X? Bakit hindi sa Company Y or why not in Company Z, okay? So tell about the company. Why do you want to be part of that organization, okay? And then last, your strengths. I know everyone we have strengths. So think any strength that you possess, share about it, describe it, and then give an example how you demonstrated the strength. For example, you are adaptable, di ba? One of our strength is adaptive, okay? So give an overview why you are adaptive, you are adaptable in the environment, in your organization, in your school, and then tell about anong nangyari, di ba? I mean, anong naitulong sa iyo nito, nung strength mo na ito, at paano makakatulong sa iyo to be better person, okay? So understand everyone ha? And then next would be prepare for the difficult interview questions. So in mind, you already put in your mind the difficult interview questions, okay? So explain the gaps in your employment. If you don't have any previous work experiences, okay? So you can share your internship, okay, in your school related. This way, interviewer will ask you if you have gaps in your employment. For example, in company X, you stay there for about 2 years, and then you transfer to another company. Let's call it company Y. You started there 3 years ago. Okay, so you need to share a little about the gaps in your employment. Okay, because the interviewer will ask you what happened here. You started 2015, 2017, okay, 2 years, and then you jump into another career to another organization. You started year 2020. So you have gap of 2 years. What happened to that gap? Okay, so why you have not been in work, and then pick 2 or 3 activities, trainings, or experiences you've had. Explain what you have learned and how it will help you in the future. So every time that you speak or you share something about your interviewer, you should also know how to explain an overview, a brief discussion. How will you succeed this? Okay. Keep your answer short and simple. As I've told you earlier, keep in your mind that your answer should be precise, short, and simple. Okay? And how do you handle criticism? So interviewer will always ask you, how do you handle criticism? Okay? So corporate is a jungle world. Okay? So you will meet every person. Okay? Different attitude, different behavior. Okay? So how you handle criticism that way? You can construct your responses this way. Number one, start with an opening statement. Okay, so as you can see, two, describe a time when you have received criticism. Third, would be say how you handled it and what have you learned from it. And four, focus on positive things that came out of the situation. Okay, so basically how you handle criticism. So how you compose yourself. Okay, next would be first impression. So this will be a very good thing to know, the first impressions. Okay. So let's watch this small short video clip.
You never get a second chance when it comes to an interview or comes to seeking a job. The first impression is key. One of the things you want to do is prepare. Look at how you're presenting yourself. The presentation is key. How you're dressed, how you come across. Practice those things because there's only one time that you get in that interview.
Being nice is the best way to go. Always be nice to each and every person on your way to the interview. I remember my first year out of school, graduating college, my first interview, I was walking to the place. The person in front of me had dropped some papers. I helped her out with it. We go to the same floor. Lo and behold, I found out she was the one who was interviewing me. So you never know who you're going to meet. You know, they say it's a small world, and it really is a small world. And yes, I did get that job.
Okay. Basically, the short video clip, it represents how you present yourself. Okay, first impression. So as you can see to the second speaker that you have watched, okay, hindi niya alam na yung pala yung mag-interview sa kanya. Okay, so you need to prepare yourself, okay, for the first impressions that you will take also to the other person in the organization. Number two, the body language. So this is the posture, okay? Posture. The posture would be, it's a definition of how you present yourself. Okay, it's a composure of yourself. Okay, number one, your posture reflects energy, enthusiasm, and self-control. It demonstrates your interest and professionalism to the employer. Third would be it reflect a positive attitude and will come across as too laid back. Remember, do not cross your arms. Just look insecure and is defensive and be open and alert. So basically, if you have a good posture, it reflects your positive attitude in yourself, okay, and also to the organization that you want to belong. Second, the eye contact. Eye contact is very important because it shows interest and attention, okay? So maintain eye contact but do not stare, okay? Huwag tayong tumingin or matulala, okay? Eye contact is very important when you have your interviews, okay? If you are uncomfortable to have eye contact with your interviewer, you just look at the nose, okay? At least has the same effect also, okay? Posture and eye contact is very important. Third would be the handshake. Okay, I know handshake is not recommended since we are in the pandemic. Okay, but handshake is a professional and polite way. It creates a good first impression. So it's a dry, confident handshake reflects a strong personality, and it's what most employers are looking for. So it gives us a positive attitude also. Same with your posture, your eye contact, and your handshake, it creates a good first impression. And then also the hand gestures. It's okay to use your hands when answering questions to show passion and animation. Hand gestures, you use your hands, okay, to to show your passion and animation, but don't exaggerate hand gestures or fidget when you are talking. Okay, so um, give a little also to yourself, not to exaggerate using hand gestures. Okay, it helps. However, don't exaggerate. Okay, so remember these things in body language: posture, eye contact, handshake, and also the hand gestures. Last would be the smile. A smile goes a long way. And it's very important to smile. Kahit kinakabahan ka, you have the composure, you have to compose yourself that you need to smile. Even nakakatakot magpa-interview or sometimes interview, our impression to have interview, nakakatakot, nakakakaba, but a smile goes a long way. Okay, so if you smile to your interviewer, it gives us you a comfortable, confident, and engaged. Okay, so don't forget to show your clean teeth. Okay, so you smile every time you have your interview. Not just for interview, but when you talk to other person, you smile. Let's watch this short video clip.
The power of posing. Power posing is the act of taking a posture of confidence, even when you don't feel so confident, and making yourself feel at ease. Power posing a couple minutes before an interview can decrease stress and boost confidence. There are many poses you can take moments before your next interview, but here are a few of our favorites. Wonder Woman. Push your chest out and put both hands on your hips. Stand with your feet apart. President. Rest your feet on the table, put your hands behind your head, and lean back. Careful not to fall back. Tarzan. Lean forward with both hands on the table. Cheerleader. Stand tall, feet apart, shoulders wide, and hands up in the air. You can put your hands into fists for an extra boost. Billionaire. Rest your arm on the back of the chair you are sitting in, put your feet apart, and recline. Adding a little confidence allows you to put your best foot forward. At your next interview, if you're feeling a little nervous, remember to pause, take a breath, and try striking a power pose. Good luck!
Okay, so basically this video tell us to have the best foot forward. Okay, so remember to take a pause, breathe, and then also the power pose. If you have the body language that you have in yourself, okay, so you putting your best foot forward in any possible situation. Okay. Okay. So acing your interview, the unwritten rules. So remember the unwritten rules. So let's watch this short video clip.
Ace your interview. 5 secrets to success. 1. Make a good first impression. Your interview starts from the moment you walk into the door. Greet your interviewer with a firm.
For a while.
Ace your interview. 5 secrets to success. 1. Make a good first impression. Your interview starts from the moment you walk into the door. Greet your interviewer with a firm handshake, warm smile, and eye contact. Make sure your cell phone is on silent and is put away so it's not a distraction to you or the interviewer. 2. Dress for success.
Okay. So for a while, I'm having a technical issues.
Or the interviewer. 2. Dress for success.
Okay, so let me go to the next slide. Okay, we'll go here later to this short video clip, okay? I'm having a technical issues right now. Okay. Agenda 3 would be creating your resume, okay? So acing your interview. Sorry. Okay. So acing your interview in summary, I know you've learned prepare answers to common and difficult questions. How do you prepare yourself? Okay. So right now in your mind, you already prepare answers to difficult questions also. Recognize the importance of preparing questions to ask during an interview. So students, you must know how you must know also to prepare questions, okay, during your interview. So alam nyo na kung ano yung mga pwedeng itanong sa inyo. Remember that. How to demonstrate good body language. Remember your warm smile, your good composure, your eye contact, the firm handshake. It represents a good representation of yourself, okay? It gives you a good positive attitude, and also it encourages you enthusiasm and also a self-control. Least useful interview tips, okay? So I just want to share also that in my case, okay, I prepare myself. I always look at the mirror. I talk to myself. I prepare also myself to common and difficult questions. And I practice, okay? Practice makes us perfect. Remember that. So, in interview, okay, hindi natin alam kung ano yung mga itatanong sa atin ng mga interviewer. But remember that acing your interview, you must know how to prepare yourself. Remember that in any possible situation that you have, your internship, your job interview to different organization, you need to prepare, okay? So bonus would be, want to learn more how to ace your interview, access the link below to access the free materials on acing your interview. So here's the link, or visit https s2academy.ph and look for the Acer interview training and use the access code 05CRCF for the registration. All right? Agenda 3, creating your resume. What is a resume? Okay. Third year students, I know you are familiar about what resume is. Okay, so a resume is a 1 to 2 page formal document that lists a job applicant's work experiences, education, and skill. It's a well-written resume. It is a one step to getting an interview for jobs or internships. Okay, so remember, it is a 1 to 2 page formal document. It's not 3, 4. Remember that the interviewer also want a precise resume. Okay, hindi lahat nakalagay doon na I've joined activities, I've joined this organization. Okay, so let me discuss ano yung mga kailangan sa resume. Okay, what must-haves in your resume. Okay, so number 1, your personal details. Always use for real name for an email address. Okay, so don't use your for example, Charlotte 004 qt at example.com. Okay, so remember, use real name for an email address and omit using numbers, okay, the words that not applicable. Okay, attach a photo when only asked and use a studio taken photo, passport photo quality. Okay, so number 2, your education. So remember, use the chronological order with your most recent education. So remember, when you're doing your resume, it's a chronological order and most recent. So meaning most recent, you start with your tertiary, secondary, your intermediate, and then also your primary. Okay, so your college, tertiary, high school, and then your grade school. Okay, so and then highlight any academic achievements that you have. Okay, for example, if you're a magna cum laude, a summa cum laude, a cum laude. Okay, so you may put it in your resume. Work experience. Remember, a chronological and your most recent work experiences. Write at least 3 bullet points of your day-to-day activities or your duties and responsibilities. And then include any special recognition or award that you have received in your work. So remember that, same with education, your most recent work experience. For example, in Company X, you started 2019 to 2020. And then the next one would be the Company Y, okay, 2017 to 2018. So always start with the most recent work experiences you have, okay, and then share your duties and tasks, okay. And then same with education, if you have a highlight of any recognition that you received to your work, you just put it also in your resume. Training course attended, okay, so most recent training that you have completed, okay, include only those that are relevant to the work that you are applying for, and indicate training courses you have completed that are no more than 5 years. So remember that, students, okay, participants, to always remember that the things that you put in your resume, it also affect, okay, to the position that you are applying. Fifth would be the relevant skills and interests that you have. So indicate the skills so that you are relevant to the job that you are applying for. And then make sure that you can discuss, explain the proficiency or particular skill or interest that you have put in your resume. Okay, so anything that you put in your resume or include in your resume, you should know how to back up. Okay, you should know how to discuss it. You should know how to explain. Character references. So ensure that you have informed the person that you are including him, her as a reference. So don't put it away. For example, you put Juan de la Cruz, okay? You should ask also the permission of Juan de la Cruz that you will include him as a reference to your resume, okay? So provide your character reference as a copy of your resume. Remember that, participants, to provide also a copy of resume to your character reference, so they would know also, okay, how will introduced you, okay? And lastly, make sure that your character reference can talk of your positive attitude or your professional competence. So remember that your character reference also will discuss your positive attitude or attributes that you have, okay? So they will tell about yourself, okay? So remember that you also talk, okay, or inform the person that you will put in your resume, okay? Okay, bonus resume must have a summary statement. So remember, in your one or two formal document, a two-page formal document, remember to have a summary statement of yourself. Okay, so what is a summary statement? As you can see in your screen, okay, a summary statement is optional on a resume. Yes, it's an optional on a resume, but sometimes employers get an overview of who you are. Okay, so basically they will have an overview of who you are. Okay, so then they use this to decide whether they want to read on. So make sure to include your highlights here. So basically, it will help the interviewer or the employers to know more about you. Okay, so remember, this is an optional on the resume. So hindi ko naman sinasabi na put a summary statement. Okay, so this is an optional, but it will help you also. It will help you and also the employer to have an overview. Okay, some people like to add their goals and objectives too. So remember in your summary statement, key skills and experiences, objectives, and stand out. So this is your goal. Okay. Resume writings. Okay, the things to do and things not to do. Number one, have a specific objective or goal. Two, tailor it to a specific job or a specific employer. Advertise your skills. Lead with your most qualifying experience. Emphasize accomplishments. Be generous with white space. Use bullets, bold type, capital letters, and underlines. Check continuity of history. Have at least two other people review it and use good paper. Things not to do. Don't state a salary. Don't overstate or understate your qualifications. Don't include a reason for leaving your last job. Don't use unusual abbreviations or acronyms, okay? So participants, remember this, the things that you need to do when you write your resume and the things that you don't need to do, okay? So remember this because it will help you also what a good resume is all about. A resume is advertising yourself, okay, to your employers. Remember, you're not going to boast, okay? Hindi pinagmamayabang din, okay? The one that you have in your resume, but it's an overview about yourself, okay? Creating your resume. So this would be the types of resume, a classic student resume. So I know your professors, okay, in your subject or in your class, okay, so already asked you to do a student resume for you to be able to prepare yourself to your internship, okay, internship and also to the organization that you want to be part of, okay. So this is a classic student resume. So your name, it's a bold one, your address, your email address, and also your contact number, your qualification summary, or it's a statement, the summary statement, your education, chronological order, your most recent education, and relevant coursework. Okay, so basically it's a student resume. So wala pang experiences. Okay, so nagpo-focus talaga dun sa internship. Okay, and also the coursework that you have. Skills-based targeted resume. So ito yung meron ng experiences. Okay, so number one, your name, your address, your email address, your contact number, a summary statement about yourself. Remember, okay, the objective, your skills and expertise, your goal, and professional skills, okay? Your experiences. Techniques, creating your resume, participants. So you have this resume buzzwords, positive words and phrases. So resume buzzwords, words that employers actively search for in resumes and application forms. So examples, a good communicator, a leadership, a dynamic, diversity. Okay, so these are the words that employers actively, okay, looking to your resume. Okay, and then positive words and praises. When employers read your resume, you want them to think of you in a good way. Always. Okay. So if you have your interview, okay, your interviewer or your employers always want you in a good way. Your positive traits, your positive attitudes. Okay. So you should achieve this by adding positive words to you. So for example, describe how you did something successfully or proactively. Okay. So you should tell about or overview of something that you successfully or proactively did. Okay, so remember that a positive words and phrases. Techniques creating your resume, how to make your resume stand out, participants. So let's take a look to this video clip, and I hope I have a good
How to make your resume stand out. Step 1. Think of your achievements. When writing your resume, think about some of the achievements that you can include to really make it stand out. Paint a picture of how you went above and beyond in personal or professional activities or previous jobs. To help think of your achievements, you can ask yourself some questions like, what did I do above and beyond my normal duties? Was I ever recognized for a job well done? Did I find ways to make processes more efficient? What problems did I solve? Did I consistently meet or exceed goals, and how? Step 2. Quantify your achievements. This means adding facts, figures, and numbers wherever appropriate. For example, instead of saying you created store displays, a better way to say it is created 20 different store displays over 3 months. Step 3. Tie your achievement to a benefit. To make your achievement stand out even more, tie it to how it has benefited your boss or your company. For example, try created 20 different store displays over 3 months, increasing sales by 20%. Hiring managers may receive hundreds of resumes a week. Finding ways to effectively highlight your achievements can bring you one step closer to landing the job.
Okay, so this will be your resume, how to stand out. Okay, so we have tips also how to to present your resume or how will your resume stand out. Okay, so creating your resume. So in summary, you've learned what a resume is. So basically, I know you have an overview what a resume, what to include in a resume, identify different types of resume, and know what to put in each section. Use different techniques to describe your experiences, skills, and achievements. Okay, so um, remember participants, okay, to have a good resume, you also have the way that you want to present yourself, okay, a good communicator in your resume also. Bonus, so what to learn more about how to ace your interview. So don't forget to access the link, okay, create your resume training and use the access tool for the registration. It will help you, okay, how to create your resume, how to ace your interview. Okay, so participants, okay, I know I have 30 to 40 minutes, okay, presenting, acing your interview. So questions, anyone? If you want to take a module, okay, so you just go to this link or ask a question right now to S2S Academy at Accenture.com.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Ria. Done na po kayo. Tama po ba? So, guys, you may post your question on our comment section for our stream participants and for our live Zoom participants. You may raise hands, interact with and our speaker, or you may post your question in our chat back. So let me discuss first the forum or Q&A guidelines. Okay. For our Zoom participants, when asking question, please introduce yourself with your name, course, year, and section. You may raise your hand so that we can unmute you, and this is the time that you can open your camera. And please feel free to ask question, and you may also use the Zoom chat to type out your question. For our stream participants, when asking question, please type out your question in the comment section with your name. So we'll be addressing and monitoring the chat and question posted in our Facebook page. So guys, meron po bang gusto raw magtanong kay Ma'am Ria regarding interview question? So he's much welcome na magtanong kayo. Wala po bang gusto magtanong? Ma'am, ako magtatanong. Pwede raw po ba or tumatanggap po daw ba ang Accenture ng virtual OJT? I hope, Miss, kung hindi nyo masasagot, nandiyan yata po si Miss Dimple.
Yes.
I hope Miss Dimple can assist you, ma'am.
Yeah, Ma'am Jane, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Go
ma'am.
ahead.
Yeah, right now we're still accepting students, no, for virtual OJT. So since last year we started OJT virtually, we will still continue it by the next school year. So feel free to send your application. I'll type the link in the chat box so you can apply for OJT.
Apo. Or pwede nyo banggitin siguro yung link or something sa chat sa
Sige ma'am, yung link
online.
is
So, para yung
accenture.com/students. Apa, i-type ko rin sa chat box.
Apo, para at least ma'am kasi yung wala sa chat room or wala po sa Zoom Zoom account natin or Zoom meeting, pwede po nilang marinig via our stream. Okay, ma'am, what are the requirements po ba para po ang isang applicant or isang interns is makapag-apply as virtual OJT sa inyo? At ano po ba yung mga technical requirements and legal requirements on your side that they have to comply?
Number one, ma'am, we need to have a approved and signed MOA with the school. Second is they need to send their resume via the campus landing page. And then once they pass the basic validation stage, we will invite them for online assessment. Once they pass the online assessment, they will be endorsed for an HR interview. And then after that, if they pass the HR interview, they need to submit some of the pre-employment requirements, like for example, medical, NBI, BGC, and also endorsement letter from the school.
Ma'am, that's are all the requirements for OJT, tama po?
Yeah,
Not
that's
for...
correct.
Apo, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Ma'am, halimbawa po, wala po akong internet sa bahay. Pwede pa rin po ba akong mag-apply as virtual OJT?
One of the part of the technical requirements that we need, ma'am, is a stable internet po, since we're doing it virtual, and then also a personal laptop.
So, ma'am, paano po yan? Will you be providing the interns internet, sabihin nating allowance or anything po or incentives para at least alam din po nila. Pasensya naman din po.
It's okay, ma'am. In Accenture, we offer allowances, ma'am, but it's not specifically for the internet. But we do provide allowance to our interns po.
Okay, guys, siguro naman narinig nyo na from our industry partners that Accenture welcome virtual OJT and also they do have allowances, not just hindi na natin i-term as internet allowance, but still you do have your allowance for your OJT kahit nasa bahay kayo. And but there are certain requirements to be complied, such as the memorandum of agreement, your application form that will be posted or that will be applied on the link provided by Miss Dimple, and at the same time kailangan din po yung technical aspect nila. You do have your own laptop and stable internet connections. So, guys, wala bang gustong magtanong? Okay, shout out muna tayo sa PUP branches and campuses. Ma'am, meron po tayong taga Bataan. I guess we also do have from Binyan, and we also do have from the National Teachers College. So, marami po tayo sa ating Zoom meeting. Okay, wala po bang gustong magtanong? Kay ma'am? Guys, wala bang gustong magtanong? Or malinaw po ba yung na-discuss ni ma'am? And how
Ako po,
will
ma'am.
you create? Yes, sino po sila? So we can
Sir
acknowledge you.
Rudolph
Can you
po.
raise your hand? Okay. Sir Rudolph? Okay. Saglit lang po ha. Okay, you can open your camera now. Apo, kung
Ma'am,
magtatanong
asking
ka?
lang po, kasi yung email ad po ko po parang may number po siya. Pwede po ba yun? Bawa po, archiesoberano06@gmail.com.
Possible naman, Rudolph. Hi, Rudolph. Good morning. Okay, so
Morning po.
possible naman, I know naman sa email naman, nagkakaroon kasi tayo ng iba-iba, di ba? For example, Rudolph Christian, your surname, hindi, meron kasi na nakakuha na, right? So possible naman if your email is, may number, possible naman, pero wag lang yung the technical, the Jeje word, okay? So yung, for example, Kitten, Rudolph Christian Kitten, di ba? So make it personal, make it professional, okay?
Okay
So,
po, thank you.
Rudolph, naka-help ako sa'yo, okay?
Apo, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Rudolph. Okay, so guys, meron pa po bang gustong magtanong? Wag lang daw sabi ni ma'am, ang nakalagay sa resume nyo is I am sexy, 0908. Diba? Or, ano pa, Jejemon ako. Wag lang daw ganon. So, in creating a resume, you should, or creating an email, sabi nga ni ma'am, dapat professional yung nakasulat doon. Ibig sabihin, it can be a combination of your name and a numeric number or a symbols. Wag lang masyadong, hindi hypalotic, wag lang masyadong millennials. Alam niyo na yun, guys. So, guys, may gusto pa bang magtanong po? Or naintindihan na or meron na tayong takeaways kay Ma'am Ria? Okay. Meron pa po ba? Guys, we just have to remember that being in a job interviews are being like in our first date. So parang our good impression always count. Awkwardness maybe can occur and the outcome of this can be unpredictable. Yun yung tatandaan natin sa job interview. But still, para makuha mo at mapa-oo, dapat may maganda kang resume. Okay, okay guys? So ma'am, mukhang wala na yatang gustong magtanong. So in behalf of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office, maraming salamat Accenture, maraming salamat Ms. Ria for this, for gracing this event and sharing with our students your expertise and specializations on this event. So Ms. Ria, Ms. Dimple, Ms. B, maraming salamat. So, apo. Thank you po. Thank you, ma'am. And guys, welcome daw kayo sa Accenture for Virtual OJT. Okay. For our next industry partner is for over 20 years, he has been strategically delivering a world-class, cost-effective, and value-added IT solution and services. And they taking pride in going an extra mile. So, please watch first the little ABP of our third industry partner, Terra System. Nawala. Okay. So, to discuss about preparing for internship interview, cover letter, or letter of intent, and resume for intern, please let's welcome Ms. Maria Regina Perulan, HR Officer of Terra System. You may take the floor, Ma'am Reggie. Hello, Ma'am Reggie. Nakamute ka po.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Famous question. Can you hear me now? All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Good morning again. And I hope you all are still awake. I know it's very cold outside and we would want to snuggle, but I hope you'll still lend me your ears. Now, my topic was already discussed earlier, but I hope that with my discussion, you will still gain a lot of other knowledge through what we will discuss this morning. Okay, now I will be sharing my screen. Okay, type 1 in the chat box if you can see my screen, or just let me know if you can already see my screen. All right, I see 2 who said 3, 4, 5. All right, I guess everybody already can see my screen. So what will be different this morning? Again, welcome. Good morning, PUPians. Good morning, students. Good morning, seniors, and our professors. Today's focus will be on the resume, the interview, the cover letter. The resume. I've been a resume writer for the past 9 years already. And although the resumes that I've been writing for are for US and Canada clients, it's not unusual. It's unusual here in the Philippines for us to ask somebody to write our resumes, but internationally they hire professional resume writers to create a very powerful resume for them. So I have been writing resumes for these clients, and I am now sharing with you what I have learned as a resume writer for international clients. Okay. So why is the resume very important? It is the most important marketing tool that you have as of now. And then it creates a first impression of you. Now, the question is, do first impressions last? Well, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't, but your resume is the first tool that will give an impression of you. And of course, the resume can either start your career, because if your resume doesn't contain relevant information or the skills that you have or what you can offer the company, then your resume will have the tendency to be bypassed or disregarded by the reviewers or the interviewers. Okay. Now, remember, I am very thankful to PUP for inviting us to take part in webinars for third years, because most of the time, this is the first time that I am conducting a webinar for third years. Why? Because every time I see resumes of those who have graduated already, I feel sad because it doesn't speak of the skills or how smart, how intelligent you are, or what you can do for the company. Why? Because these are the very common 99.99% of resumes that I have received and I have reviewed for the past 10 years have this one. Okay, number 1, personal information. Do you know that Data Privacy Act of the Philippines protects the personal information of every Filipino? So you yourself are putting your personal information in your resume. This is a very big no-no. You do not know how your resumes are being discarded, how they are being saved or stored, and you're putting it out in the web. So we have a lot of cyber security issues, right? So if you put your birth date, your age, your parents' name, your uh, location, okay? So your hackers or whoever unscrupulous people can use your information to create or to use your identity. Okay, so never put your personal information. Okay, another big no-no. It was mentioned earlier, unprofessional or unrecognizable email address. Ah, okay. All right. So these are examples of the profession of the email addresses that I have seen in resumes. So there's Daddy Jew, Kim Sweet 16, JJK0163. Now, why is it important to have uh, a professional resume? It makes it simple because we are reviewing 50, 60, 70, 100 resumes. And if we try to look for your email address, your name is Reggie Parulan, but then your email address is uh, JJK or Sweet Like This or Skater Boy. The HR or whoever is reviewing, sending you an email or contacting you will have a hard time looking for your email address. Plus, the most important thing is it will give you a professional representation. That's why keep it simple, your first name, your last name, add a few digits if you need to, because like we said, like it was mentioned earlier, when creating your resumes, your email addresses, sometimes you have namesakes, right? But avoid this one. All right. Another thing, big no-no is that you put in your character references and their contact details. Again, Privacy Act. You are putting out your references, name and contact numbers. Even if they gave you the permission to be your reference, it doesn't mean that you can expose their contact details or their company or their position on your resume. All right. Another thing that I often see, I hereby certified all information above are true and correct. Okay. Do not put these declarations and signature, or do not put any more references available upon request, because we will definitely ask you for references. So no need to put this one. Okay. And then another thing would be crowded layout or too much spaces. I've seen a lot of 2-column resumes. I do not recommend this for students and for new graduates because you do not know how to balance the information left on the left side and on the right side. It has to be balanced. Like this one that I've shown you, the left side, the content of the left side is not the same or is not even with that of the right side. So it doesn't, well, aesthetically it doesn't look good. And secondly, you do not know how to balance the information that you put. So I wouldn't recommend it. But if you insist on doing so, it's your prerogative. Just make sure that there's a balance between the left and the right side. Remember, your resume is an impression of you. Okay. I am also a chef by profession, but my other professions as a chef. And my mentor would always tell me, every time I plate food, he would always tell me, your work is a reflection of you. Okay. So it's the same thing. Your resume is a reflection of you. And another big no-no, putting your hobbies and interests. It's not relevant to the position that you're applying for. So no need to put this one. Okay. And then typos, misspelled words, and then grammar, double check, triple check. Even I had 2 resumes in just recently. I received 2 resumes wherein their name were misspelled. So name, it's already their name and they misspelled it, right? So please be careful. And then of course, irrelevant and outdated content. The information that you can put would be at least 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. Preferably, that would be ideal. Okay. Now, so how would a resume look like, and what is important when looking at the resume? So resume must be relevant and arranged according to importance. Here in the Philippine setting, it is 99% or majority of companies would require a resume with picture. So I would suggest prepare one resume with picture and another resume without. Okay, so in case the company will ask you one, then you are already prepared. Now, let's go with the header. Of course, your name. Again, relevant information. So put first your phone number and your email address. These are the important information because when we review the resume, what do we look for? Your email address and your contact details. So put it at the top. Next will be your LinkedIn if you have, or your GitHub, or any link that you have related to your person or your profile. And then again, data privacy. Do not put your complete home address. Your home number, your street number, do not put it anymore. Just put barangay will do, name and city. This will do. Okay. Anyway, when they will be asking you to submit other requirements, you can already include there your complete home address. Okay. But for now, do not put it again. Your protection and your security. Okay. Next, so what you can offer. Put in your technical aptitude, meaning your programming languages, or if you're computer engineering, then your hardware skills. These are the things that you should include in your technical aptitude. Now, do not put any more knowledgeable in, efficient in, basic knowledge in, proficient in. There's no need to put that. Just make it straight. List and group your technical skills. In your interview, if they ask you about your technical skills, you can tell them that my knowledge about this is basic. I know the basic content about it, but I haven't developed using it, or I haven't created it yet, but I know the basic. So you can explain that during your interview. So no need to put it in your resume. Knowledgeable in, efficient in, etc. Okay. Next will be your education. So for your education, school, and then short address, and then your course. And if you have specialization, I think other courses have specializations, right? Then include it. And then if you have Latin honors or Dean's Listers, or your GWA is 2 and up, then feel free to put it. There are others who do not want to put it. It's okay. It's up to you. All right. Next would be your academic projects. So we're talking about interns. Okay, we're talking about third year students who probably do not have any experiences yet, or haven't gotten internship, and this is your first time. So it's better to put in your academic projects because it will show what you can do or what you have done for during the past 3 years, and what the company can take advantage of, can use. Okay, so example, your software engineering project, you put the title, or if it's a final project for a certain subject like systems analysis and design, or hardware development or integration, things like that, then you can put it. Okay, and then if you're a member of an organization and your project is related to the position that you're applying for, then feel free to put it also. And if this is your second internship, then put your previous internship. But please take note, instead of putting your tasks, put your contributions and the projects that you have been a part of. There were those who said, ma'am, kasi nag-encode lang ako. Okay, nag-encode ka. So how will we make it better? How will it show your value? Then when you write it, you can say, ensured accuracy of data encoded using Excel around 30 records or 1,000 records. Okay, so you put a descriptive word, which is you included accuracy, and then you mentioned your tool, which is Excel, or if you have a database, then SQL, then you can put it. And then how many records? So this information or these words will make it stronger instead of just writing encoded, type. Okay, so these are the things, these are the words that will make your resume stronger. Okay, or give value to your resume. Now, optional content. We say optional content because you can put it if you meet certain conditions, but even if you don't meet certain conditions, you still want to put it, then feel free to do so because it's your resume. So profile summary or objective, we see a lot of this in resumes. The object at the top part after your header, you have your objective, you have your career profile, career summary. For me as a resume writer, I do not recommend it for students or new graduates because you have the cover letter. So, but if you don't have the cover letter, I wouldn't also recommend it because the objective would have to speak of what you can really offer the company in terms of specifics already. Okay, like the technical skills that you have, which is related to the job position, and then your experience that is again related or relevant to the job position. So these are the ones that you will put. And the industry reality is that not everybody gets to read already the objective. If you are reviewing already a lot of resumes and you are we would rather go directly to the technical skills. If the technical skills written there matches the requirement of, let's say, the manager who requested for it or the department, then we will mix and match first the technical skills. So it's better to already put your selling point at the top part. Okay. Next would be, what about your training and seminars, affiliations and certifications or continuing studies? So if your seminar is only for a day, then I wouldn't encourage you to put it because it wouldn't add that much content to your resume. I mean,